You guys hear about those fires in Chile?
Yeah.
Dude, it happened in Vina del Mar, eerily similar to what happened in Maui. So you know how they were talking about Lahaina becoming the first city in Hawaii to be a smart city? Vina del Mar was the headquarters of smart city business.
I feel like it's forming a pattern, like if it was one time, whatever, that's interesting. And the James Bond villain Goldfinger is quoted as saying, once is happenstance, twice is coincidence, thrice is enemy action. So when you see things happening more and more, then it's more and more worth investigation.
Ain't that just coincidental that they want me now that I'm up? Tell them guys that they ain't welcome cause they can't see past girl and drugs. Chains that G, I'm blowing up. Same old team, that's how
and
it does.
3
They've got peas, but I got sense blood and they can't see
and 2 and go. All right, folks, welcome back to another edition of The Last Dispensation. You are living in it, and I am your host, Troy. A lot of you that have been with me for even the last several months know that for a while I was covering the Lahaina fire in Maui and everything that had to do with that. I did a lot of my own investigative reporting and a very ominous tragedy that took place there. And today I have with me Christian Zebarth, who is a regular contributor to the program. Welcome back, Christian. I haven't seen you for a while. How are you?
Hi, Troy. Thanks for having me on. And hi, audience.
So, Christian, what exactly do you do again?
I am a peculiar mixture of a web developer / restaurateur, and I do both. I do work in both areas. You
have a big ceiling there, I see. A very roomy living room.
This is actually the house that I grew up in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you built many fires behind you in that fireplace, huh?
Yeah, we haven't used it lately, but we did actually used to warm the house with logs and wood in the fire, and would have the poker and all that stuff, the shovel,
I see.
Fireplace toolkit.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. We're all dealing with different struggles in life, and yeah, taking it day by day, getting, our sustenance day by day.
That's right. Okay, so what's going on? You brought something to my attention, and I've seen it myself in the media, something about Chile. You want to explain this, and how does this relate to Lahaina?
A couple things. There's always different fires going on, but some lately have seemed to have suspicious things that warrant more investigation. One thing that happened with Lahaina that started coming out, and it wasn't being mentioned on day 1 or day 2, but as things were observed more afterwards there, they started seeing occurrences or began observing that things that had blue were painted blue, cars, bikes, houses, other things. Those things seem to have escaped the fire. Well, now up to, more recent times in the last week or so, there's the thing with Chile in Valparaiso, which I believe means Valley of Paradise in Spanish. They had a fire there, and they started seeing afterwards that things that were blue were not catching on fire. And it might be a particular shade of blue. I don't know all the details, but there they go. Once again, things that are blue surviving unscathed. Why is that happening?
Do we have any images or anything to share with the Lahaina and with Chile? Any video or?
I sent you that one link.
Oh, that's right.
It should be right near the top of your email.
Let me pull that up. I'll edit this. Don't worry. Let me pull that up and see if we can watch it together. Was that a video?
Yeah, and I think it's about a minute long. I think it counts as a YouTube short.
Oh, that's right. I remember you sending that.
You guys hear about those fires in Chile?
Yeah.
Dude, it happened in Vina del Mar, eerily similar to what happened in Maui. So you know how they were talking about Lahaina becoming the first city in Hawaii to be a smart city? Vina del Mar was the headquarters of smart city business for Chile.
No way.
These fires, same scenario. High winds, no warning, a lot of people died. And I saw a video today, this dude going through the wreckage of a little outskirt of Vina del Mar, and there was a blue house, completely unburned.
No way.
And I don't know if you've heard about the conspiracy of the direct energy weapon, but lasers cannot burn the color blue. So in Hawaii, everything was just burnt to a crisp. Yet there was like just blue umbrellas, completely unburned.
Unfazed. I have family who was walking through the area. They literally said their warehouses, all the green ones are scorched, all the blue ones are still standing and fine.
That's crazy.
But a weird connection with the fires in Maui. That day, there was a satellite right above Maui. Guess who owned that satellite? CERN.
Really?
A couple years ago, CERN discovered, they called the fifth force of nature, cosmic energy. You guys hear about that?
Interesting. And Christian, how do you feel about this personally? Do you think this is coincidental? What are some more of your feelings about these blue? But we didn't see any. Do we have any images of Chile?
Oh, I think it could be easily found. I don't know right off the bat though. But
well, what are your feelings about this? What are your feelings about this?
I feel like it's forming a pattern. Like if it was one time, whatever, that's interesting. And the James Bond villain Goldfinger is quoted as saying, "Once is happenstance, twice is coincidence, thrice is enemy action." So when you see things happening more and more, then it's more and more worth investigation. Now, are we coming to conclusions? Are we saying that this was, what do you call it, covert combos or something?
Right.
You have an updated term. We don't know.
Okay. Well, I used to call them covert combos, but now what was it? Cloak and daggers.
Cloak and daggers. Yes. Okay. I remember that's the term being used now.
So now it's cloak and daggers. It was covert combos, but cloak and daggers. But go ahead.
So we don't know that it is cloak and dagger stuff going on, but we do know that we can observe strange behavior, out of the norm behavior. I worked as a security guard for a couple of years, and they said you're not supposed to, take on the world and take on the bad guys. Your duty is to observe and report. What we're doing is observing and reporting. We're seeing a pattern forming here.
That's right. What was I going to ask you? Are there any more updates about Lahaina, Maui?
Well, the most recent thing I've seen, and I need to look into it a little bit more, is that it looks like they are trying to still move forward with plans for a smart city there, which, I mean, if there's good technological progress, that's fine. If it comes at the cost of human lives and it, creates human suffering to get there, that's not so good.
I think that's the differentiating factor there. You are absolutely right. The ends in these circumstances do not justify the means. In Chile, what do you see in similarities as far as the location?
Well, I think it's somewhat dry. Maui was out of the Hawaiian Islands, is kind of like the drier, more.
What I mean is, are there any globalists there trying to buy up land just like they were in Hawaii? Is there some similar, are there parallels as far as that is concerned?
Yeah, they're trying to get a smart city built there. So it just seems like they try to, pave a path, with a scorched earth thing and then get a smart city built. But I hope people start seeing the patterns that are cropping up here. And
well, is it like a paradisiacal area, kind of like Maui?
Oh, yeah. And there are parts of Maui that, once you're on the ground there are parts that seem like paradise. There was a part I went to in 2007 that basically looked like the Garden of Eden to me. So
wow.
That does exist there. And I think that's going on in Chile. Valparaiso, the Valley of Paradise.
Okay. Oh, see, that's not coincidental, my friend.
Oh, and then
Another
that also ties into
paradisiacal place that is wanted by the powers that be.
yeah, and then it ties in with Paradise, California fires. That's,
Okay.
connect the dots.
What's the name of the place in Chile?
Valparaiso. It's
Yeah, I got it.
Valparaiso.
I want to
Yep.
look
Okay.
up something on BlackRock. We know that Vanguard and BlackRock and State Street owns a lot of Lahaina and parts
Yeah.
of Maui, and that was very peculiar. I'm going to look up that on Valparaiso. Go ahead.
While you're looking that up, I will say that I was working at my restaurant job on last week, and somebody who came in who had lived for 30 years on Maui, and she had a Maui thing on a hat, or I think on a shirt. Excuse me. And I brought it up. I said, "Oh, I've been to Maui, and people are asking for my restaurant on Maui." And she said, "I can't think about Maui right now. I lost 8 friends in that fire." I'm like, "Oh, sorry, sorry."
Yeah, that's bad. Listen to this.
But
BlackRock Real Estate Services. Yep. Valparaiso. Properties for sale from the web. Oh, interesting. Let me tell you something. I am having a hard time finding Valparaiso, Chile, but it's giving me Valparaiso, Indiana, and I keep typing in Valparaiso, Chile. This is definitely not coincidental. Listen to this. I was just watching something the other day where these guys were talking about how Google more and more is being real information is being ripped from it.
yeah,
And it is turning into a woke. It's not real a lot of it's not even real information anymore. It's
we
being
might be seeing that
programmed.
in real time right here.
What's that?
We might be seeing that in real time right here.
I think so. Let me do DuckDuckGo, but DuckDuckGo isn't really anything anymore either. Let me see.
Yeah, I've heard it, was a good replacement and then started to become like what it was replacing.
This is a paradisiacal village. It's got, oh yeah, this is Lahaina all over again. Let me share this. Sorry.
I'm pulling up this one thing that it says known as the jewel of South America. So
look at all these homes. This is a paradisiacal. Look at all the colorful homes. This is Lahaina all over again.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah. Wow.
Look at it's like I don't know, man. This is not a coincidence, but I want to type in Valparaiso, Chile, BlackRock.
Yeah, I clicked on that one 15 coolest things to do, and that's where it said it was the jewel of South America. So that's saying something if it's, for the whole continent.
Right. What are the odds of the same thing happening in another paradise place? Not to be confused with Paradise in California.
Which also had a fire.
Well, which was also a nice place to build cabins and
the forest.
These are places for the rich and the very elite. They're trying to build sanctuary areas for themselves. I really believe that. State Street, Vanguard. And these, why do you think the satellite cities, if they're trying to buy these places, if they want to live in these places, why do they build satellite cities there?
Yeah, that's, a rabbit hole to go down.
It says that they have extraordinarily good investors. Let's see here.
Oh my gosh, this thing I'm looking at now says the streets there were once paved with gold.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I can't find anything on it, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. All right. Anything else we need to know about Chile? This is kind of an update. Will you keep us posted more on this situation?
Yeah, we don't want to forget Lahaina. We don't want to forget Paradise, California, or Valparaiso, Chile. And we don't want, the regular good people of the earth at the mercy of people with bad intent. We don't know everything going on behind the scenes, but it does seem like, let's be vigilant.
That's right. Thank you so much, my friend.
Yeah. Thank you, Troy.
Keep us informed.
Mahalo.
That's
thank you in Hawaiian.
Will you continue to do some investigative reporting on Chile? Will you dig deeper? Will you find us more information?
You're doing the commitment pattern.
If you want to. It's only if you want to.
All right. Yeah, you can do it.
I just don't have time anymore. I really don't. Thank you so much.